Hello, I'm with Richard Joyce. We're doing our first video podcast on Forest Green. I know the season's a long way away, but there's plenty of stuff happening, and it's been a busy day up there today, Rich, hasn't it?
Yep, already bringing in obviously Reece Brown today, third summer signing. Judging by the reaction we've had on social media, Ash, quite an excitable one for a lot of the fans. So that's pleasing to see. I don't know what you make of the signing.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge signing. I mean, championship player. I know he only played a few games and he had a spell out on loan, but we saw him pre-season last year playing for Birmingham, and yeah, exciting. And like you said, the reaction of the fans is absolutely brilliant. Met him today. He was a bit too shy to do a video interview with me, but it's understandable. It is a bit of a big thing, and certain players don't like that. And I mean, the most important thing is if he does it out on the pitch.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. I think he obviously has got quite good pedigree. Played England youth teams, played some really good players, and even a lot of comments we had from Birmingham City fans so far are really positive, almost gutted that they've lost him. So looks like obviously he's going to be a pretty keen addition to our squad.
Yeah, it's a new chance for him as well, isn't it? Really, he's been at Birmingham since he was 10, I believe. He's 21 now, so he seems quite energised to come to Forest Green.
Yeah, it must be different, mustn't it, when you've been used to that, I suppose. So he's now out there and probably almost like enjoying that freedom. Maybe he can really make his mark now. And of course, I think, like you said, Ashley went out on loan a few times. He's also been in the under-23s at Birmingham, so maybe it's quite a nice thing now that you are out of that pot, maybe, and he can do his best to try and get back to the Championship and maybe the Premier League like some of his old teammates as soon as possible. Because I know he mentioned some of the names he'd worked with previously.
Absolutely, he's with Damari Gray, a teammate of his and a friend. I mean, that's a big name player, and it's possible with Reece if he can get his career back on track with Forest Green. He could either go up the leads with Forest Green or get better and better and get snapped up again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great sign for the club. Good for him as well. And I thought 46 games in the League Two next year will be very good for him.
Yeah, interesting signing as well because he says that he's a number 10 and also a number 8, which I'm not quite sure what the difference is. I think it's a bit deeper in midfield, but. You've got Liam Noble as a number 10, but then obviously Mark Cooper has signed a lot of players who can play in a variety of positions, so there's going to be a lot of competition in that midfield. Yeah, we saw Omar Bagil, didn't we, play as a number 10 sometimes as well, towards the back end of last season, so like you say, competition, but good that he's got that versatility, so we'll see him play probably all over the park, and he isn't like the biggest, he's not a big 6'2" guy, but I get the impression that technically he's going to be very good from what I've seen so far, and just from hearing some of the things I've heard. I mean, we're going on the size of him. Yeah. You've got someone like Drissa Traore who's tiny as well, but he's a tough little competitor, isn't he?
Yeah, well, as you saw, Ash, at Wembley, how good was Drissa? He was outstanding, wasn't he, at Wembley? And of course, I think, like you say, even though he's not the biggest, will, a bit like Reece, I think, be quite a key component in our midfield next term.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a busy time for you and I this season, pre-season. I think possibly you could be looking at another maybe 6 or 7 faces. Do you agree with that?
Maybe even more than that, I think. Ash, of course, you've got to have 7 subs in the Football League, so that means even more bigger squad needed, especially if there's injuries. So I think Mark Cooper will be a busy man trying to bring in all those players. I don't know. Obviously, I know you speak to him as well as myself, and he's obviously keen to get the business done. But like he said to you the other day, he doesn't want to get it all done straight away. He's more than willing to wait.
Yeah. There's been a bit of debate on the forum as well about certain players who are still contracted to the club, but were for various reasons not in the squad last season. Rob Sinclair comes to mind. Rob's got another year on his contract, but I get the impression that maybe Rob will move on, which is a shame for a lot of people. A lot of time for Rob. Good player as well, but sometimes players have to move on.
Yeah, brilliant servant for his club, and a great guy, great personality, sort of person you want around. Played over 100 games for us, but things happen, don't they? As you know all too well, Ash, things happen, and he didn't look like he was going to be involved with the back end of last season. So whoever he signs for, whether that's League 2 or National League, Rob's going to be an outstanding player for them. So maybe it's not going to happen for him at Forest Green, but like you said, he's got another year. You'd be expected to come back in pre-season, so maybe you can make a point then. Do you think he's got a future, or do you think that's him done now?
Well, like you said, football's so unpredictable, isn't it? That's the only predictable thing about football. It is unpredictable. So who knows with Rob? But I'm sure there will be a lot of clubs interested in his services. And talking about that, fair play to Sam Wedgbury. I'm delighted for him to get a club like Wrexham, a huge club. So good luck to Sam.
Yeah, really pleased with Sam. I spoke to him the other night at length, and he was really, really happy. You know, I think he had other offers, but the opportunity to go to Wrexham, play for a club of that size, and looking at the squad Dean Keats putting together. I went to watch England see the other day, and Dean Keats was there scouting, obviously looking for players still, and obviously I think, you know, Wrexham I think are going to be decent in the National League next season, judging by what they've signed so far. Still a long way to go, of course. But Sam, of course, is a big player for us, for them, the same way in which our fans have reacted positively to that. So I think, would you agree that Sam would make an impact there next year?
Oh, absolutely. And the important thing with Sam as well, he's a really good character, isn't he? We've still got the Wedgbury Baths over there, so he will fit in well too in any club, I think.
Yeah,
so
he's made his mark here.
Yeah, absolutely. Fans today on the forum were predicting who the signing would be. I think they all got it completely wrong. A lot of people are saying Billy Waters. I'm a huge fan of Billy. 16 goals for Cheltenham last season in a team that struggled really. There's no two ways about it. I know they survived. Billy hasn't signed a contract yet at Cheltenham. Is Billy someone you'd like to see at this club if you were the manager?
If I was the manager, I think he's obviously a very good player. He did really well for Cheltenham last season, like you said, in a team that would have found things difficult trying to drag yourselves out of that danger zone. Obviously, a very good goal scorer, had a good pedigree being at Crewe beforehand, you know, coming through that sort of setup. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I mean, if I was Mark Cooper, I would sign him all day long. I think he offers something a little bit different to what Forest Green have got at the moment. But then I'm not Mark Cooper, so but. Yeah, I mean, he's someone who is being linked to the club, but I believe Lincoln are interested as well. So, and he may still sign. He may still sign for Cheltenham. So
absolutely, yeah. I'm sure he's got plenty of people interested, and the Cheltenham deal is on the offer, on the table. So maybe he'll sign there again. Yeah. Right.
So how excited still do you feel about League Two? I mean, I still occasionally, even though I am a journalist, I'm delighted, you know, that I've got the opportunity to work in League Two as a writer, and it's just you've still got to pinch yourself, really, haven't you?
Yeah, I think every game is massive, isn't it? You know, even if you're playing some of the smaller League Two teams, every game's massive. So I think this place is going to be rocking next season. We saw what it's like when you get big crowds to the playoffs and stuff, and some of the other big games. And I think this place, with some of the away followings and the increase in home numbers, is going to be awesome. So really looking forward to it. And for you as well, I'm sure you're looking forward to. Obviously, we love some of the places nationally, but swapping some of the grounds, I'm sure.
Although I've still got that slight affinity of that Tuesday night at Truro that we went to. So I think I will at times miss those sort of things. But when you've got, like you said, the likes of Coventry coming here, Swindon, Cheltenham, the big El Glossico, as people like to call it.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be some great games.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be great for the local area, I think, as well. Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of Stroud-based Swindon fans, not far away, and we keep on listing the teams. You know, we've got Exeter, of course, stayed down now. We've got Yeovil, Newport just across the way, of course, over the bridge. So it's amazing, I think, the lack of, or the reduced travelling in League Two compared to the National League. So that's something very much to look forward to.
And of course, this technically is an easier league to get out of than the National League, isn't it? With all those 7 spots up for grabs, really?
I think AFC Wimbledon, when they won the playoffs a couple of years ago, they finished 7th in the league and got into League One that way. Of course, we beat them in the FA Cup that season. But yeah, you're right, there's the three automatic promotion spots, then the playoff spots. So it's not like the National League, which really is incredibly hard to get out of, you know, with just the one automatic and then the one playoff spot, as you know, it took us 3 attempts in the playoffs to do it after 19 seasons in there. So at least there's more opportunity to go up. But I'm sure it's also going to be an unbelievably tough league to step up into.
Yeah. Where would you be happy for the club to finish this season?
I'd more than happily take like a really respectable halfway finish, but I know the chairman and other people probably got plans to do even better than that, and I'm not surprised because of course Forest Green is a team on the up. You look at the way teams like Bristol Rovers gone straight through, Carlisle a few years ago went straight through, 1 or 2 others like Exeter and stuff have steadily made their way up into League One. What would you take?
Well, I'd be happy with top 10, but I think as the recruitment's going, it's feasible to get in the playoffs. I think the momentum, we always use that word momentum, but there is momentum from last season. Yeah, I know the team will be tweaked a little bit, but why not? You've got to aim high, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely, and I think that it's the possibility. And I think interesting looking last season at the League Two table, how sort of open up it was. Teams that were like 13th in the table were within a few points of the playoffs, and it's just a case of putting a good run together, and maybe you get a shout of getting in. So I'm sure it'll be a very open up league, and you know, one week maybe if you get a good result, you're riding high. Next, if you don't, maybe you'll be a bit down in the dumps. But you have to realise that you know, you just pick yourselves up, and next week make sure you get a winning result and get back into that top half again.
There are plans as well this season. Both the ends behind the goal will be filled with Forest Green fans. A bit like same as the Dagenham semi-final, second leg playoff final. That's got to only be a good thing. I know there's a few fans that are a bit unhappy that they're not going to have their spots, but it is overall it's the right thing to do. Yeah,
that'd be really good. Like I said, I think this place next year is going to be really good, isn't it? With some of the crowd numbers and just the noise, and so that's really good because, you know, when you speak to players, that's what they want. They want it to be as an intense atmosphere as possible because it gets them going. If there's like not much noise and it's very flat, as we sometimes get, you know, last season, then it isn't great. But if there's 2, 3, 4 sides of the ground making loads of noise, next year it's going to be absolutely awesome. So looking forward to that possibility. Yeah, brilliant. I think we'll call it quits now because people are probably falling asleep now watching this. But that was good fun, and we'll hopefully do a few more as the season goes on. Cheers. Thank you.